In the mid-1800s, tales of gold hidden away in California's rugged hills ignited a migration like no other in history. From serene villages to bustling cities all over the world, tens of thousands set off toward the American West, drawn by the allure of quick riches and a fresh start. What awaited them was a tough, unyielding land where striking it rich was never a sure thing, and survival often hinged on a mix of determination, luck, and the goodwill, or deceit, of strangers. These individuals were more than just miners, they were dreamers, outlaws, pioneers, and visionaries. Their stories linger in the dust of forgotten trails and the deserted shafts of ghost towns. This is a journey into the heart of the gold rush, a time when California was still finding its identity, a wild and restless land brimming with potential. These are the legends of the men and women who dared to pursue gold, leaving behind their lives, families, and sometimes even their very souls in search of something greater. Chapter 1: The Spark That Lit the West. In the early months of 1848, a remarkable discovery near the American River changed everything. While working on a sawmill for John Sutter in Coloma, California, James W. Marshall stumbled upon glimmering flecks of gold in the riverbed. News of this find spread like wildfire, igniting a frenzy of excitement across the United States and beyond. What was once a quiet, little-known area suddenly found itself at the heart of the world's attention. Information traveled through letters, newspapers, and eager travelers who couldn't wait to share stories of the unimaginable wealth hidden in the rugged Sierra Nevada foothills. This spark ignited a massive wave of migration. People from all walks of life, farmers, merchants, adventurers, and those chasing fortune, packed their bags and embarked on arduous journeys to the west. The lure of gold promised hope for a better life, an escape from poverty, and the chance to strike it rich overnight. California, still a relatively remote territory, saw an influx of thousands within just a few months, straining resources and transforming the landscape. The rush was about more than just wealth, it represented opportunity, courage, and the dawn of a new chapter in American history. Chapter 2: Into the Golden Wilds. As word of the gold discovery spread like wildfire, thousands of eager prospectors embarked on grueling journeys to California. Some took to the seas, navigating around the perilous tip of South America or opting for the risky shortcut through the Isthmus of Panama. Others faced the daunting challenge of long, treacherous overland routes that cut through deserts, mountains, and vast plains. Many encountered severe hardships, battling disease, starvation, and even violent run-ins with wildlife or hostile groups. The landscape was wild and unforgiving, a far cry from the comforts of home. Those who made it found themselves in a land that was both stunning and brutal. The Sierra Nevada foothills were alive with dense forests, rushing rivers, and steep ravines. Traversing this rugged terrain demanded not just endurance but also a good dose of resourcefulness. Camps popped up along the travel routes, providing temporary refuge for weary travelers. Yet, despite the lurking dangers, the promise of gold propelled men and women onward, driving them deeper into the wilderness. Their journeys marked the dawn of an extraordinary chapter in American history, where sheer determination and hope ignited the race for fortune in a land brimming with mystery and promise. Chapter 3: The Riverbed Gamble. When prospectors first set foot in California, they quickly discovered that striking gold was more about patience and grit than luck. The riverbeds were the prime spots to search, where gold had settled over the years. Men spent countless hours panning, swirling water and gravel in their shallow pans, all in hopes of catching those elusive golden flakes. This straightforward technique demanded skill and a steady hand, but even the most seasoned miners often found themselves facing disappointment just as much as success. Claim staking became a vital part of the gold rush frenzy. Miners would rush to mark their territory along the riverbanks, convinced that their claim was the ticket to riches. However, disputes over boundaries were frequent and could turn violent. The working conditions were tough, with icy water, heavy rocks, and the blazing sun testing the mettle of every prospector. Yet, despite the challenges, stories of striking it rich fueled many to keep digging. Not everyone struck gold, but the labor changed the landscape dramatically. Riverbeds were disturbed, forests were cleared, and entire hillsides were excavated. The gamble of the riverbed was a dance of risk and reward, where hope drove every pan and every claim to the brink of possibility. Chapter 4: Camps, Conflicts, and Codes. As more prospectors flocked to the area, makeshift camps quickly transformed into lively boomtowns. These towns seemed to pop up overnight, filled with tents, wooden shacks, saloons, and stores that charged a pretty penny for supplies. Life here was tough and unpredictable. With law enforcement in short supply, maintaining order often relied on informal agreements and the strength of local communities. Disputes over mining claims and personal grievances were a regular occurrence. Lacking established legal systems, miners frequently took matters into their own hands. Vigilante groups emerged to uphold rules and deal with thieves or claim jumpers. Codes of conduct began to take shape, promoting fairness in staking claims and respecting one another's property, but the threat of violence was always lurking nearby. The camps were vibrant melting pots of culture and nationality. Immigrants from China, Latin America, Europe, and various parts of the United States mingled together, sometimes working in harmony, often clashing. Saloon brawls, gambling, and drinking provided daily distractions from the backbreaking labor. Despite the challenges, these camps became the beating heart of Gold Rush society, where friendships were forged and legends were created amidst the chaos and opportunity. Chapter 5: The Fortunes That Built Legends. In the midst of the gold rush, countless miners set out in search of fortune, but only a select few struck it rich enough to etch their names into history. Take John Sutter, for instance. His land became the backdrop for the very first gold discovery, and as prospectors flocked to his territory, his wealth skyrocketed. Then there was Samuel Brannan, a clever merchant who became California's first millionaire by selling supplies at outrageous prices to the eager miners. Their tales not only captured the imagination of many but also fueled the rush even more. For some, the sudden influx of riches turned ordinary lives into extraordinary stories of fame and influence. These newfound fortunes helped build towns, businesses, and infrastructure that laid the groundwork for the burgeoning state. However, wealth was often a fickle friend. Many who struck gold found themselves losing it just as fast due to poor investments, gambling, or theft. Yet, those who managed to hold on to their fortunes inspired generations with their stories of bravery, luck, and hard work. The legends surrounding these early fortunes became woven into the very fabric of California's identity, marking the gold rush as not just a time of struggle, but also a period when dreams could come true and lives could be transformed forever. Chapter 6: The Forgotten Voices. When we think about the gold rush, it's easy to get caught up in the stories of the men who flocked to the rivers and hills. However, it's crucial to remember the many others who played essential roles in shaping this era. Women, though fewer in number, were the backbone of the camps, working as laundresses, cooks, nurses, and entrepreneurs. Their strength and resilience were what kept families together and the camps running in such an unpredictable world. Chinese immigrants came in droves, despite facing harsh discrimination and perilous working conditions. They introduced unique mining techniques and labor that significantly boosted the gold rush economy. Many endured violence and legal hurdles, yet their communities not only survived but thrived, leaving behind rich cultural legacies. Freed slaves and individuals from various backgrounds also sought their fortunes in California. They often encountered severe challenges but showed remarkable determination and courage. Their stories paint a richer, more inclusive picture of the gold rush, one filled with struggle, adaptation, and hope, far beyond the typical tales of solitary prospectors and instant riches. These forgotten voices remind us that the gold rush was a collective experience, shaped by many contributors. Chapter 7: When the Vein Runs Dry. As the years rolled on, striking gold became a tougher challenge. Many prospectors had to face the hard truth that their dreams of hitting it big might never come true. The once lively camp started to dwindle as miners either threw in the towel or sought new opportunities in different areas. For some, the end of the gold veins meant a bittersweet goodbye to the life they had cherished. Still, a lot of folks chose to stick around. They set out to create communities, farms, and businesses that helped California flourish beyond the initial rush. Former miners transitioned into shopkeepers, ranchers, and local residents. Their experiences played a crucial role in shaping the economy and culture of the budding state. New industries like agriculture and railroads sprang up, built on the groundwork laid by the gold rush. Others made their way back home, bringing with them tales of adventure and struggle. The gold rush didn't just change the landscape. It transformed the lives of everyone involved. Even though the gold veins may have dried up, the spirit of resilience and hope continued to resonate, echoing through California's history long after the last pan was cleared. Chapter 8: Echoes of Gold. Decades after the gold rush, the tales of those brave prospectors still ignite the imagination of countless generations. The landscape bears the marks of that feverish quest for wealth. Abandoned mines, ghost towns, and altered riverbeds silently narrate stories of ambition and struggle. California transformed from a rugged frontier into a lively state, molded by the dreams and challenges faced by its earliest settlers. Legends of bravery, luck, and determination have woven themselves into the fabric of American folklore, inspiring countless books, films, and museums dedicated to honoring this crucial chapter in history. The gold rush was more than just a search for riches, it was a defining moment that shaped the spirit of the West. It triggered waves of migration, economic expansion, and cultural exchange that resonate through the ages. While the physical veins of gold may have long been depleted, the essence of the gold rush lives on. An everlasting symbol of humanity's quest for opportunity, the willingness to take risks, and the dreams of something greater just beyond the horizon. The California Gold Rush was a pivotal moment in history, brimming with hope, struggle, and unforgettable tales. It turned a once remote wilderness into a thriving land of opportunity, drawing people from all over the globe. The allure of wealth and freedom pushed countless individuals to brave tough journeys and hard work. While many faced disappointment, some struck it rich, leaving a lasting impact on the region's future. Beyond the shine of gold, the gold rush showcased the strength and diversity of those who dared to pursue a better life. Their legacy is intricately woven into California's identity, reminding us that the real treasure lies not just in the riches found, but in the courage, resilience, and dreams that powered this extraordinary chapter in our history.